Welcome back to Tony's new studio. It's a little bit, you can see the tripod in the background and everything, but we're kind of working on things. But I zoomed out a bit so we can see more of what's on the table. So first of all, some of these waxes and cleaners and cloth stuff here, and I think this wax here, I think came in this Swix packet here. So just showing you the packet. One of the things that I got from my skis is these easy skins, and I got some other skins. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you the skins a little bit later when I've got maybe later on in the video I'll show you the easy skins and the skins and maybe the skis, so make sure to hang on, you know, for that. I've got two Fiberline because one, as I say, was included in that pack, and I didn't know that I didn't realize I had one, or I wasn't sure what I had or what I was getting. So I read that I need Fiberline and I didn't realize I had one. So of course, steady. So of course I got a second one, but that's Fiberline. Basically you use Fiberline for cleaning the bottom of your skis. So you've all come in now and decided to wake up and play. One thing I will just add in, I will save the trolls the trouble. Yes, we've got all the stuff, and no, we got no idea how to use it. And this is the point of this video, and this is the point of me trying to do what I'm going to try to do, to show that if I can do it, a dead person could literally do it. So basically, Fiberline is used for cleaning the bottom of your skis. So we've got a base cleaner here, which came in that pack, I'm pretty sure. And I got a big base cleaner as well, because I was getting confused over my cleaners, and I ended up getting that one. So we've got plenty of cleaning stuff. So if I'm cleaning at home, then I can use the big one, and then when I'm out, you know, on the skis, then I can use the little spray. So that's for your cleaning. Now then, question: people who do cleaning skis, you know, if you've got wax on there, does this do the same as this, or is this stronger than this? Because obviously you've got glide wax cleaner and base cleaner. So, you know, is one stronger than the other? Does one do something more than the other? This thing here, this is clister. This is something that you don't really want to be using if you can avoid it. This is between -3 and 10 centigrade. And my understanding with this is it's basically glue. It's in a tube, and you put it on the bottom of your skis. If the snow is wet and slushy, you know, for all intents and purposes, that's kind of my understanding, where wax isn't gripping, and you need something, you know, to haul ass, as they say, and clister is the stuff to put on. But my understanding is when you've put it on, it's a nightmare to get off. It's a very unpleasant thing to have to use, and you've probably got to use your scraper, and you've probably got to use your cleaning cloths, and I guess your base cleaner or your glide wax cleaner. Comments below, please. And part of this video is that I'm showing people who have no idea about this stuff, didn't even know this stuff existed, but equally, hopefully, some people, you know, who have a degree of understanding will comment below so that we can all learn, because as I say, that's the point of this video really, is that we can learn. I want to learn about this. If I can even stand up on skis, and even that might not work, and I might end up just snowshoeing everywhere because I'm going to fall over all the time. who knows. I've got this brush. This is a coarse bronze brush. First wax brush. It's quite rough. So my thinking with this one, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, my thinking with this one is this is quite rough. And this is the one that you use on the base of the ski to clean the ski and before you start putting any wax on, before you do anything. So you kind of use this to give the ski a really, really good rub down because it's really coarse. It's the number 1. So that's kind of my thought processes of this one, that this one is used for brushing the ski first to clean it at home. I'm thinking I wouldn't take this one with me. This is more for preparation at home. This is what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Please comment below. So that's what I think that is there. That's that brush there. Of course, I was doing some reading and research and, you know, suddenly became the expert I am. And I discovered or read that you want a brush that's hopefully not as coarse as that one. And this is a I think this is horsehair brush. And this is for finishing. Yeah, I'm thinking that that must be, because that's called, oh, it's called bronze. Oh, it's bronze rather than, so maybe I need to get a brass brush. I was thinking that was like brass, but it's actually bronze because it's got the B and I got confused there. But anyway, so you can get a base preparation brush, which I'm assuming that this will do the job here. You can get a nylon brush. Use this after using the scraper to give remaining wax in the base structure. This provides more speed and easy glide. And then we've got this one. So we don't have those two, but I'm assuming that this one kind of does those. And then we've got the finish brush, which is this one here. Use this brush last to provide exceptional shine and speed. This brush has the finest bristles in our range and is the best used in the final stage of your service. So when you've put your base wax on, your slidey wax on, then you use that. So again, I'm thinking this is probably more for home use. I don't know, would you take that with you? Comments below, please. You know, like I said, I want to know what people, you know, what people think. So that's kind of my thinking. That's your starting brush before you've done everything, just to clean the base of the ski, get it ready. And then this one here is after you've done your waxing. This scraper here came with the pack, and obviously you use this for scraping your wax off. And I've got to have 2 of everything, so I wanted this scraper as well, so I got this one. But I think that's more for the groove in the middle of the ski thing, although I guess you could probably use that as well, I don't know, but useful to have 2. Waxes. This wax here, what you need to do, you have an iron, you have a special waxing iron. So we will try and have a look at doing some of this at some point. So this is an iron with temperature ratings there, so it's set on about 100 degrees. So basically when you're hovering over your ski, you melt your wax onto the ski and then you iron the wax into the ski. So that's what this one is for. And then I think this is more one I'd probably carry and take, and then this one I'd probably leave this one behind maybe. Comment below. And then you use this to scrape the wax off, because you need to scrape that wax off. Because you put slippery wax on the base of your ski and then you scrape it off. I'm thinking that even though we're using grip wax and skins, I'm thinking wax the entire ski, scrape it off, brush it, scrape it off, brush it down, and then the wax, I'm assuming that the grip wax and the skins will still stick even if you put a slippery wax down, because you're brushing it in. So again, comment below, because with the skis I've got, it's not exactly clear where the grip zone is. It's kind of a little bit of a guess-ish. I'll bring a ski down and we will have a quick look just so you can see. So this is your wax. You probably use this one at home with the iron, do your stuff. So that's that one. So we're slowly moving around. This is an all temperature rub-on glide wax. So if this wax starts to go, and I'm guessing maybe snow is sticking to the bottom of your skis or something, then you could use this wax here to rub that on, and then you've got the cork on the bottom, you know, to rub some wax in, top, head and tails as it were, on that one. So I'm assuming that one I would take with me. All temperatures, rub on. I couldn't resist it. A snow thermometer. So you stick that in the snow, take the temperature of the, you have to handle it carefully because I think it's a mercury thermometer, but that's a snow thermometer. And we're now coming to these things here. Now, someone please explain this, this, and this. So this obviously you would rub in your wax. What's this one for here? Is this for a preparation or? So I'm not quite sure. Obviously I'm assuming you take that off and don't use that, but just curious as to what that is for. Other than that, I'm guessing that when you put your wax in, you rub it in to the surface. So what these things here are, these are basically grip. These are basically grip waxes. So I got all of them and then I'm covered for whatever we find. So red is rated if it's old snow. So let's bring this up here. So if it's old snow, 1 to -1. So that's your red. So it's a very precise temperature range. Basically 1 degree either side of 0 on old snow, 3 degrees to 0 on new snow. So red is very, very precise temperature ratings. Purple kind of overrides or overruns or crosses over the red, because for new, purple is 0 degrees. So if your snow is exactly 0 degrees, then purple. So I guess actually, you know, it's starting to warm up, isn't it? Because the red is +3 to 0. It's not minus, it's +3 to 0. Old snow 1 to -1. Now you're starting to get a little bit colder. So if your snow is 0 degrees, new snow 0 degrees, then you use this one. And if it's old snow, -1 to -3. The blue extra, this is the one that, you know, potentially you'll be using the most. And extra covers a wider range. Also, I noticed that even though green is not extra, it's starting to cover a wider range. So I'm half wondering that whether warmer snow, for want of a better terminology, has to be a bit more precise than colder snow. Comment below. So blue extra is from -1 to -7 on new snow, and if it's old snow, -3 to -10. Now, how my understanding is the age of snow is if the snow has just fallen, I guess in the last 24 hours, then it's new snow. And if it hasn't snowed for a couple of days, then it's old snow. Comment below. So that takes you down to -7 to -10. Your green, new snow, -8 to -15. Old snow, -10 to -18. So, you know, I'm guessing for my trip to Norway, I'm thinking that I'll be using something in there. I had to get the polar as well. I couldn't not get polar. Polar -12 to -25. So new snow -12 to -25. Old snow -15 to -30. For my trip to Norway, it's not going to be these temperatures here. I think the maximum would be like -10 or something like that. So I might, if it's -10 and it hasn't snowed for a while, I might get away with that. It might also be like -5 or something like that. Again, the blue extra covers that quite nicely. You know, if it's -10, then the green covers it, whether it's new or old. You know, that's -10 to 18, -8 to -15. So if it's -10, doesn't really matter the age of the snow because green covers old and new. To be honest, I don't think it's going to be that cold in Norway at the end of March. I think it's going to be more -5 or something like that, in which case that's going to be... So I'm suspecting that for my March trip, those are the two that I'll need most likely. If it gets really quite warm, then I might need these two. And heaven forbid that it's not wet slushy snow where I need Clister, because if I'm by myself, which I am, then that's a tricky one to have to be messing around with. So probably won't need that. Most likely it'll be the green or the blue. So I guess there's a small chance it'll be one of those. Now, another thing that I will say is the waxes, as they get colder, get harder. So the polar wax is a very hard wax, and the red is quite a soft wax. Does feel a little, it feels slippery. Yeah, this feels much harder. Just to the touch, that feels, yeah, I mean, that feels quite solid. And like I said, that is smooth. My finger is just, that's quite slippy slidey. It's even coming off. So that's quite a soft wax. My other understanding is that if you put a cold wax on and you start to slip because it's warming up, it's better to go, kind of my thought processes is, again, comment below, my thought processes is if you're not exactly sure, go colder wax first, and then if you start slipping, drop down or up a temperature, because you can put that on and you can put this on top of this. So I can put blue on top of green and I can put purple on top. You get what I mean? But because this is like almost, not liquid like, but you know what I mean. Because that's quite slippery, you can't put blue on top of this. So if you put this on, or this on, then you'd have to rub them off, I guess, with that. Try and scrape it off, maybe some of that, I'm not sure. So if you put this on by mistake, comment below please, what is the best way to get this off so you can put this on. When you've put these on, you then use your thing and you rub them in. Again, I'm thinking that with these three here, maybe this one, use this. I'm kind of thinking that for this, maybe not use that because it's just might mess that up. So maybe with that, use the palm of your hand, you know, to put that one on, and maybe that one, because you're not exactly going to freeze to death in these temperatures anyway. So that's my thought process, is, you know, on that. If I can attempt to give this a go, then, you know, anybody else can as well. So here we've got one ski. I'll just show you one ski. Obviously I left the other one upstairs. So this is one ski. So this is a Fisher Trans Nordic 66 easy skin ski. So you get this little loopy thing here, and what that does is you get your easy skins. So again, comment below thoughts of, because, you know, some people might think and might do and might prefer putting easy skins on rather than having to do the wax thing. You know, it might very well be that, you know, putting these on saves all the hassle of wax. I'm thinking that wax is probably more precise than easy skins, otherwise everybody would just be putting this on and not using, you know, not using wax. So I'm thinking it's that's more precise than this. But basically, you peel this off, they're sticky. I'm assuming, please help, I'm assuming that when you go, you could take this off and then just stick them to themselves, so you're not having, because, you know, when you're out there, I don't think you can be faffing around with this stuff here. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, that you could stick them to themselves, so that very top bit up there is sticky. So what's people's thoughts on that? I'd be, you know, interested to know how you protect that sticky bit there. But basically, how this works, and to be fair, I've never done this, so this, I don't know how this is going to work, but basically, oh, get it the right way around. That goes up through there. Ooh, we're doing something. And then catches in there like that. And then obviously you line it up like that. Tony, behave. And then obviously you could pull your sticky stuff, your stuff down, pull this off, and then it will stick, and then it will stick on, and then you've got a skin stuck there. Apparently these are called skins because in the olden days they used to use seal skin. Now it's obviously some sort of synthetic or something like that. So that's your easy skins. So that's the short skins. I'll show you these because obviously we got everything. Obviously all the stuff and none of the knowledge, obviously. You get these things here for sticking them to, but again, I don't think that you have to use that. So these are 2 meters or 2 meters 10 long. So we'll put one there out the way. And how these work, this is for going up, you know. To be fair, I don't know if I'll be going anything steep enough to use this. Kind of hope not really. But basically, these stick to the bottom of the ski, and then you could walk up a snowy, quite steep hill with that, because it's one way. So, you know, that way is smooth, so you can kind of glide in the snow, do your gliding bit. But then because it's grippy that way, it stops the ski from sliding back. Now these are, they're about 10 centimeters too long. So again, comment below please. Would you cut them off so that they are about maybe like 5 centimeters come over? So you just bring it over and just stick it over about 5 centimeters. Just, you know, be interested to know your thoughts on that. Or, you know, do you cut so it's back there? I'll cut them long first, because if you cut it long, then at least you can go shorter, but you can't go shorter initially. You know what I mean. I'm trying to concentrate on this and dogs and everything else. So we'll do a more detailed separate video on the skis and the fittings and the boots and such like. But that's the groove down the middle. You need to make sure that that groove, can't see anything, is closed. Of course, it's not very deep, isn't it? Quite a shallow groove. But that's your groove. So I'm assuming then obviously that the kick zone is from where the easy skin starts there to probably around about down there, because if you notice the ski, it's concave, so it does this in the middle, so when you're standing on it you press down. So the idea is when you lift, when your foot lifts off, it kind of does this sliding forward business. It must be mad. Doing something on time, just walking on tarmac was much simpler. But anyway, that's the basic thing. So this grip wax, this grippy wax stuff. So we'll take the blue one. The dogs are back out again. You peel the put the thing there. You open it up. I'm not quite sure if it's focusing on me or the object. We'll see. I think I can see it focusing on my eye. I'll have to. I'm using the Sony A6700, so I need it to pick up objects, not me. But anyway, you just open that, and then you rub that in here, like that, just like that. And then you get your cork, I believe this is called a cork, and then you rub that in like that. Like I said, we'll try and do, steady, 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 steady. We're kind of, Bessie, we're kind of stuck at home a little bit with Lizzie, well, Lizzie, Bella. Ooh. See you later, everybody. Oh, Bella. Yeah, so we're kind of a little bit stuck. No, that's this microphone. Yeah, you want to sniff. Wait, don't eat that. You want to sniff, everybody. Oh, Lassie's feeling left out. Oh, stand up. Oh, no, Bella's jumped on top of Lassie. Bella's literally on. Oh, now she's on the floor. Now she's up. Okay, let's pick Bella up again. So that's Bella. Yep. Yeah. And that's Lassie. And then the little shred. And then anyway, comment below, like, subscribe, the usual stuff. We'll see you in the next video. The end of this video is transformed into utter chaos.